already know it's your boy Jay with Crenglish Podcast.
With Kevin Kev, and we got my man Obi.
What's going on, y'all?
Listen, man, to be honest, this is phenomenal because, listen, guys, when it comes to culture, it goes far beyond just the culture, really. It's like, for what you've done, for me just finding out that a black man owned it is crazy.
Appreciate you,
Listen,
man.
we're talking about a phenomenal app. We're talking about bridging culture and technology all in one place and music.
Yes, sir.
So we're talking about the Cut app, y'all. The Cut app. We have the founder, the man, the myth, the legend,
Yes,
Obi.
sir.
What's
Obi.
up, man?
What's up, man? Pleasure to meet y'all. Thank y'all for having us today,
Of course,
man.
baby.
Thank you. Man, we're going to dive straight into it, man.
What's
So
up?
listen, Crenglish Podcast is all about bridging the culture and success, right?
Okay.
Yes, we are Haitian, but we're talking about not just a Haitian culture, but just the diaspora.
Yep.
Everybody who's like cultured. And I want to get straight into it. So you're from
Nigeria.
Nigeria. You're
I'm Nigerian, but
where were you born?
I'm born here in Atlanta, actually. I'm a Grady baby.
Okay, you're a Grady
Yeah,
baby.
Grady baby.
Okay.
Yeah, spent time out here, lived in Riverdale, then moved to Clayco. And then when I was in like middle school, high school, then I moved up to DC, DMV area.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. So you're in the culture.
Yep.
You brought up African.
Yep.
Not to that jollof, that suya.
Yeah, I mean, you know the
Yeah,
vibes. You know the vibes.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. So listen, what we're gonna do is how we're gonna jump into. We're gonna get into different segments,
Okay.
and I really want to get into this basically like how you started, why you started it, how you even got to it, and what's next in the future for you guys.
Okay.
Because there's so much great things going on, and it's just phenomenal. We're gonna really touch it real briefly on the African upbringing.
Okay.
Going to you say you was raised in Virginia as well,
Yeah.
and then you also went to DC.
Yep.
And want to talk about the Cut app and also the part of you expanding to the music side,
Okay.
the relationship with Ray Daniels,
Yep.
the business, the gyms. We're gonna go something called This or That, and then we're gonna close.
All
Keep it
right.
very simple.
I love to do it.
Yeah, man,
Jay,
so-
Jay,
Mhm.
I was going to just start off.
Go
with
ahead.
what was going on.
What's up?
Obi,
Yes,
my man,
sir.
how you took the culture of barbershop,
Mm-hmm.
aka the Gentleman's Club,
Yes, sir.
and took it to Silicon Valley.
Yeah, no, honestly, bro, it's like, yes, barbershops have always been a communal place, the place where like we can come hang out, shoot the shit, and it's like the place for us to be us, right? Where
Our
we can
safe
be
spot.
safe, that safe space. And ultimately, we just wanted to like figure out how we can take that kind of experience, that offline culture, and bring it to the 21st century. And so at the core of it, our product just allows you or I to download the app, find a barber anywhere around the country, and book and pay, right? That barber can then now manage their schedule and their business in a way that they haven't to before. So like the bridging of like barbershop culture in Silicon Valley was fairly easy in the sense that, once we figured out what problem we were trying to solve, the next question is, all right, how do we use technology to solve that problem? And that problem being the struggle of trying to get in your barber's chair.
So listen, real quick, right? So that was a great thing. You got a niche.
Mhm.
You found the business. You found the structure. You found out what was needed.
Yep.
And you was able to find a solution.
Exactly.
I always say something about having something that's solution based. Everybody want to be a business owner. That's fine. That's cute.
Mhm.
But like, it's a process. I
Yep.
feel like everything's a process, and finding your niche and mastering your niche. And I feel like you guys
Exactly.
mastered it.
Mhm.
And I feel like, because again, when she told me the app, I was like, what?
I use this.
Like I was like, is she talking about the same thing? Did she mention music? I was like, no.
Yeah.
And I looked it up. I was like, oh shoot, it's the actual.
That's us.
So
Yeah.
even I was at work because I also have a regular job outside of this.
Okay.
And I was like, I mentioned somebody
Sick.
like, yeah. They said, I actually got it on my phone right now. They put it up to them.
I mean, somebody stopped me last night and said, yo, because I had the cut on my jacket. He was like, yo, that's the cut like the app. And I was like, yeah, that's the same thing. He's like, oh, that's nuts.
That's dope, man.
So pretty much you find a problem and you just find a solution for it.
Exactly.
That's
Like,
it.
and the best thing is to find problems that you know intimately and that you're so close to. Because then, like, one, you're continuing to be passionate about solving it, but then you also know, like, all the ins and outs of that problem, and you could think through a solution in a way that other people haven't.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did this vision come in Atlanta or DC?
So, neither. It actually came in Charlotte. So when I graduated college, I was in the DMV area, and my first job was in Charlotte. So I moved to Charlotte to start that job. Now, when I got to Charlotte, I went like 3 months without a haircut because I couldn't find a great barber. And y'all know 3 months is nuts.
I understand that.
And like the issue was that there were great barbers. Not to say Charlotte doesn't have great barbers. Charlotte has talented barbers, but I just had no way to find them. Like the best alternative I had at that point was a Google search, or I would just have to find somebody down the street who had a fire haircut and ask them, "Yo, who's
The
your
way
barber?"
you barber. Yep.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
like that
Word
to
of
me
mouth.
just felt so like old school and antiquated. When you, at the same time, you're seeing mobile apps. You're seeing Uber being born. You're seeing Lyft. You're seeing all these apps that we know today.
Right.
And so I figured there's got to be a solution in a way that we can use an app to find a barber. And that was kind of like our earliest inception.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice, man. Charlotte.
So,
Wow.
I'm gonna jump into this, right? As far as the African upbringings, like I want to get into that.
Yeah.
So, I want to see how like the whole culture, the discipline, your personal story a little
Yeah.
bit. So, as far as like growing up African in Virginia, do you think upbringing like gave you like a fair advantage, unfair advantage? How did you illustrate how your upbringing to your business?
For sure. I mean, I'm sure like we all know, like being children of the diaspora, like our parents, like they expect a lot out of us, right? They want us to be great. They want us to succeed. And I think from the earliest days, that's something that I've just like carried with me. I know my dad would always say when it came to school, like if I didn't get an A or something, like, some kid got a better grade than me, it was like almost like, do they have two heads? Like, why is this person getting better grades than you? There's no difference between y'all. And so
Right.
I think in the earliest parts of my life, that just instilled a sense of like confidence, in the sense that like if somebody else can do it, I can do it, right?
Right.
And so I think that has allowed us and given me the confidence to like build this business, because there's no reason why we can't if other people are doing it out there, right? And so yeah, like that was probably like one of the earliest reasons, or like the strongest signals I had growing up.
Okay, I love that. So, was entrepreneurship expected, or did you kind of go against the grain? Because like you said, diaspora a little different. Me
Yeah, for
growing
sure.
up Haitian, they like lekos lekis lakai, right?
Yeah.
That means go to school. That means go to church and go
And
home.
go home.
That's it. So that's all they know. But
Yeah,
for
facts.
them, if you go to school from growing up, like I said, Haitian culture, if you're not a doctor, engineer,
Same.
or something around those, or a lawyer,
It's the same
you're not-
predefined. It's the
so
same. Yeah,
Entrepreneurship
exactly.
to them is kind of like
It's
obsolete.
Exactly.
So
And
was
it's
that
like
for you?
100%. Same thing. Doctor, lawyer, engineer. And if it's not one of those three, it's like why?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like why? And so for me, I've also always had the uncles who did have their own businesses. So like there was somewhat of entrepreneurship in my kind of like
Okay, in your
close
line.
proximity,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And I'd always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And yeah, like in our earliest days, my parents didn't understand what I was building. They didn't understand why I was doing it. But now it's kind of come full circle. So like it's no longer giving me a hard time. But yeah, for sure. Especially when I quit my job to start the company. Yeah, they definitely were like very confused as to what we were doing and why I was doing this. But they definitely show some love now.
Man, that's dope.
Man. Obi.
Yes, sir.
Boy. First of all, you already got the app.
Yes, sir.
Not only you got the app, you added the app plus music.
Mm-hmm.
The app plus music,
Yep.
Ray Daniels.
Yes, sir.
How did that come apart?
Well, shout out to a dude on our team, Eddie. He made the intro, and ever since then, Ray and I just been locked in. And honestly, barbershops and music have always been hand in hand. Like we all know, going to barbershops our entire lives. Like you can go to a barbershop, hear the latest songs, you can buy CDs. So like music has always been an integral part of barbershops. And for us, we were thinking about how do we build. Because taking a step back, we've never felt like we were building a booking app. We felt like we were always bridging the gap between culture and technology.
Right.
And in doing so, like, how do we take that to the next level? And that's where Ray Daniels comes in and allowing us to really think through how we can use like the barbershop ecosystem we've built, but then layer on the music to it, right? And I'm super excited about what we've been building with the cut music, because I think we're really going to change the game and allowing artists to really showcase their talent in a new way, and allowing us to build our brand in a way that's different than any of our other competitors, right? Because leaning into culture, that's how we differentiate ourselves thus far. And that's how we want to continue to do so. Because again, we're not just building a booking app. We're like taking the offline barbershop culture and bringing it to the 21st century.
And not adding the music touches to it. That's amazing.
Exactly.
So as an artist, like how does that bridge
Wow.
the barbers and the artists? How's me as an artist, I want to come through and I want to get on this app. Like how does that look like right now for the
For
future
sure.
of the Cut app and the Cut app music?
Oh man, good question, man.
So right now with the cut music, what we're doing is we have a studio here in Atlanta, and artists can come by and perform and we showcase their content to our audience, right? We built this audience on both Instagram, social media, and we showcase our content there. But in the future, I think there's a lot more we can do. If you guys remember, like when Cardi dropped her album last year, she did a partnership with DoorDash where you could buy her album when you purchase your food on DoorDash. And we just think there's something similar that we could probably do in that same vein where people who are booking appointments can get introduced to new artists and new music in the same vein. So yeah, we think there's a lot of opportunities for us to help like give artists a unique and exciting new way to like get their music in the hands of all the people who maybe want to listen to them.
That's fire.
Wow.
I love that. I love that.
Wow.
So it's like at this point, it's from barbers to Billboard. At this point,
Exactly.
You might just
There
say
you go.
that.
Barbers a billboard. There's a tagline.
yeah,
Guys,
I heard it.
invest in technology. Let's invest in technology, man, because
That's dope.
you
That's
found the
that's
bridge
fire.
on that one.
So let me ask you this. Let's go into business gems, right? What are like I would say you would say a concrete value for viewers? Like, what's the value you think, and like what separates like basically make okay, let's go here. What separates a barber from making 80,000 or from one making 300,000?
Yes.
Just even utilizing your app for example.
For sure. I mean, there's a lot of like small nuances, right? But I'd say the biggest thing is service, right?
Okay.
Barbers is a service industry. Like, and the way you treat people, that will like make or break your business. One of the things that we like as a business is a guiding principle is like Maya Angelou's quote of people will forget the things you do and say, but never the way you make them feel, right? And that is how we try to like live by day to day and making sure we interact with our customers at the highest level, right? And as a barber, to your question, what separates them between like 80K and 300K, it's honestly the service you give your customer, right? Like, are you going above and beyond? Like, do you make them feel like this is a unique and special experience in this chair that I'm willing to pay more for, right? Because the barber making 200,000-300,000, they're not cutting that many more heads. They're just charging more for their service, and that's because they're offering you more. Like, you're not just coming in there to get a haircut. You're coming in there to experience the time with your barber. They're probably getting you a hot towel. They're probably doing some aromatherapy. They're probably doing a face mask service during your haircut. So they're doing more to create an experience for you that you're willing to pay more for.
Wow.
And that's how you make more money. Like, create an experience that people can't get other or elsewhere, and they'll pay more for it with you.
So let me ask you this. What is the biggest mistake barbers make financially, you think?
Ooh, big question.
Really big question. I think there are probably two big mistakes. One is not just keeping track of your money. So like, you know, basically if you make it, you spend it, right? That is probably the biggest mistake barbers will make is they're not tracking their income. Everything is cash based, and it's just like as soon as it comes in, it goes out, right?
Right.
Now the second mistake that barbers will make will be financially is to your point of, or I guess the question of like, how do you price your services correctly, right? Based on your market, where you are, how do you align what you're charging versus the service you're providing? And that mismatch is what will have barbers like charging $60, $70 and having nobody in their seat, right?
Yikes,
Because
man.
is your service a $60, $70 haircut?
Right.
Probably not, right? You just see somebody on Instagram and you thought that's just what you're gonna start charging, right? So trying to align your price with the service you actually offer is probably one of the biggest mistakes barbers make.
Because I'm not going to lie, boy. I know we first came to Atlanta from Florida.
Yeah,
We got our head cook.
for sure.
$100 haircut.
Jesus.
Yeah, we was like, whoa.
And
we like.
Was it anything beyond just a haircut? Did they do anything for you? Or was it just their?
It was just haircut, barely.
Yeah, you said barely.
Sir.
I'm
Barely,
dead.
because when we first came here, we from Florida is different.
Yeah.
We used to $20 cuts
Yes.
at the time.
Yeah.
So we came to Atlanta in 2017.
Okay.
So we out here, we in Buckhead. We had no idea. We had no business in
We
Buckhead.
don't know.
I'm
We don't know.
dead.
We didn't know.
Yeah,
We didn't know.
for
We didn't know.
sure.
Next to Icebox, buddy.
I'm
What was we
dead.
thinking?
Yeah, no, they was
Next
gonna
to
get you.
Icebox.
They was gonna get
So
you.
I'm talking
for
about by the
sure.
time I'm done, they got a little black thing. I'm like, wait, I didn't ask for this. I'm just like
Yeah.
Steve Harvey, like, whoa. Like, hold on, too much. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
That's
Waste of
yeah,
time,
that's
bro.
real shit though. That's real.
$100.
Yeah, $100.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
I don't even pay that. That's nuts.
Obi, for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have to say this
up?
on this podcast. You created tech, culture, and music all in one. You're an ecosystem. Do you know that?
Yeah, 100%.
You created an ecosystem in one.
And there's more.
So
coming.
I had to say that.
And there's more coming too. We got more coming, but we're not gonna talk about that right now.
There's more coming.
Yeah, there's more coming
Lord.
to that. There's more coming
Stay
to that.
tuned.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Stay
So
tuned.
let me ask you this: what is advice to a young founders from non-tech background you would give?
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing is technology is so good today that you don't even need to be that technical to be able to get off the ground, right?
AI.
Two exactly. I'd say like two things that like are big is perfection is the enemy of progress. So just get started. The Nike shit. You just gotta do it, right?
Mhm.
The second thing is, like you were alluding to before, solving a problem. One of the things our mentors told us out the gate was you want to be a painkiller and not a vitamin. Vitamins are nice to have. They're supplements. You take it if you have to, but like it's not that big of a deal.
Band-Aid.
A painkiller, when you in pain, you're gonna seek out the right painkiller because you can't live without that. Like that shit is like you absolutely need that painkiller so that you can move on, be out your day. And when you think about your business, like you want to be a painkiller because you want people to seek you out. Distribution is the hardest thing of any business, like making sure people can find your product or find your service. And so if people are actively seeking you out, it makes your job that much easier. So be a
love that.
painkiller versus a vitamin.
That's some great gems. I hope y'all took notes. Because one thing I'd add to the notes I always say is the triple P. That's my thing. And we can talk about PPP loans, y'all. All right. So the triple P, I've been using this system for years, and it's product,
Yep.
process, and people.
Yep.
I don't care what the product is.
Yep.
I don't care what, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's whatever it is. It could be tax, it could be barber, it could be DJ music, whatever. And then the process, understand the process, right? The system.
Gotta have the
all
system
that.
in place.
Okay. And the people. The people is your team. Because your team does everything.
Your make or break.
You know what I'm saying? And then your customers, your clients.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say product, process, and people. The 3 Ps. Don't say I never give you some gems too.
There you go. That's a good one. That's a great one.
Hey, what you got?
Go ahead.
Obi, quickly, this is a rapid fire. I know your
I was
time.
gonna say that.
You're a busy man.
So we're
You're a busy
so
man,
we're gonna jump to
brother.
rapid fire
But
right now.
let's go
do it.
quick.
Let's do it. Okay,
VA or Atlanta?
Oh, that's great. This Atlanta traffic makes me say VA. I ain't gonna hold you. Atlanta traffic is terrible, but
Fades
I
or
love that.
tempers? Tempers.
Probably a little bit of both. I just got a taper fade, honestly. So yeah, I would go fade.
I got one more for you. Walk-ins or appointments?
Well, as a business that supports schedules, I'm definitely going appointments.
Ching ching. I knew the answer.
Well,
I just wanted to
gotta
ask.
throw this in there
I just want to
because
ask.
you happen to be my African brother.
Yeah, what's up? What's
Alpha.
up? Alpha, how you did? You know what I mean? How you did?
Hey, so I gotta say,
What's up?
suya and jollof rice,
Yeah.
or fried chicken and chicken fried rice.
Oh Jesus. Let's go. I mean, suya
Come on,
and
that's too
jollof at the
easy.
same time. I'll take some fried rice and some suya though, and some fried chicken be busted.
I know you must. Have you had Haitian food before?
I can't say that I have.
Okay.
Do we gotta change that?
We're gonna
let's
change
do
that.
it.
Don't
Don't
worry.
Yeah,
That's
let's
it.
hook
Change
it up.
that podcast.
Y'all gotta put
This
me
is a
on.
relationship.
Y'all gotta put
We're
me
gonna
on.
make it
Y'all gotta
happen.
put me on.
So listen, we do a thing. Do translate that. I'm gonna keep it quick.
Okay.
So translate that. We do stuff we say in Creole or Creole because it's code switching. The whole thing about code switching, right?
Yep.
So what's something that you grew up when your parents say something like would be in African, but it's also kind of like in English at the same time?
Oh,
Have you ever had that happen before?
Yeah, I'm trying to even think right now. Oh my goodness.
Because Creole is a cluster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna let that sink in. Why?
Because it's hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I didn't even register as a kid
I
growing
know
up because like
Creole
you just
is
hear them both.
outrageous.
You just hear them both, right?
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes you grow up and like, damn, what they saying?
Yeah.
So okay, I say this. I'll just do something. Afa. How would you translate afa in English?
How far? That's just me saying like, what's up? What's going on? How you doing?
So it's kind of like us, those who say sac passe.
Not bullet.
You know what I'm saying? Sac passe. Like everybody knows that. That's his thing. You know
But you know what it really mean, right? Like, what's up?
Exactly.
I'm burning.
Nabule technically means like,
I'm burning.
yeah, in the literal sense, if you say that, I'm burning. But technically, in English, you flip it, it's like I'm chilling.
Chilling.
But in the reverse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so that's that. Listen, man, I do have I want to end with this. I have like a quick 10 questions I want to ask. And the reason why I want to ask these 10 questions is because I think it's very important for people to know this.
all right, 10 questions,
All right,
Jay.
let's do it.
Yeah. So the 10 questions I have for you, if I can pull it up. Sorry. I'm pulling it up. I had it up 2 seconds ago.
Oh, you go.
Did you figure out that word yet while I'm looking this up?
Yeah.
About what word?
He had a word. Oh, there you go.
You got my mind on the trial here, man.
Yeah, no, that's I ain't gonna hold you. I can't even think of something right now.
Well, it's not necessarily 10 questions. It's more so like, okay, so we're an African upbringing, Cliff. We talked about the income gap. We talked about the here's the part we didn't talk about. Undercharging, the undercharging debate. Like right now, the culture of barbers are undercharging. Do you feel like they're undercharging, or are they finally valuing themselves properly?
I think that I don't know if barbers are okay. So I'll say this:
Yeah, that
paying $15, $20 a haircut.
it's out.
Yeah, that was like when we were growing up. Inflation happens. Like cost of living goes up. They got to charge more because
We don't need to talk
life,
about that.
everything, right? But I do think there's probably a culture of maybe somebody overcharging. Like I said before, some barbers overcharging. Like you graduate out of barber school and you just start cutting hair, charging $60, $70 a haircut is crazy.
Crazy.
Like you haven't worked your way up to that, nor are you really providing the service to like qualify that.
Providing
right?
extra services, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I do think there's probably a conversation around that, but I don't think barbers are undercharging for sure.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like as far as the ecosystem? Is there anything that could change or that could be add on for the ecosystem, the way the technology is going right now in this day and age?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of new tools, a lot of new products that some really innovative barbers are like building and releasing. I think education is big, like more barbers getting up to speed on not only just the technique of cutting hair, but the business of cutting hair, right? And so the more education, I think, will help uplift the industry as a whole.
Man, I love that. I love that. Man, listen,
Good, bro.
I feel like this is dope because we really like infusing culture, meeting the infrastructure, and I think that's really fire about what you've done and what you're doing. I know a lot of greatness is to come. Again, I know I don't want to hold you up for too long. Anything else you want to add, Kev?
Obi, you are the perfect example of what we do here on Crenglish Podcast.
Okay. Thank you.
Bridging culture and entrepreneurship.
Yes, sir.
You are the perfect example, man.
That's
I
what we're trying to
appreciate
do.
you. Crenglish Podcast appreciate you. You're a blessing. Thank you, my man.
Nah, thank you for
You
having
know what
me,
I'm saying?
bro. I
This is
appreciate it.
man.
It's
Yes,
been a
sir.
pleasure.
I appreciate you
Thanks.
all day.
It's been a
I
pleasure, man.
appreciate you coming. Listen, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all follow the Cut app. The Cut app music.
Yes, sir. Both of those. Cut app on IG, Cut app music on IG as well. And yeah, come if you need a barber anywhere around the country, download the app.
You already know it's your boy.
This is a big deal.
It's your boy Jay with Crenglish Podcast.
And Kevin Kev.
We out.
Vai, eu posei.